Welcome back to Kazakhstan, and today is Tuesdays in Kazakhstan. If you haven't watched, go back and watch Mondays in Kazakhstan. So this is a selection of the last couple of weeks, or a selection of a couple of weeks of a certain day in the week in Ilya's 2014 prep. Obviously Mondays in Kazakhstan was the best because it was the first, and now we're hitting the next best because it's also the second day. So there's Tuesdays in Kazakhstan. Currently he's actually in Poland, here in Opole, I think. You can actually do training camps in Opole, I think.
You?
Used to be able to. I think that's how you say it as well, Opole. You used to be able to go by him for a couple of days. I remember Weightlifting Club in Ireland actually did it. But here's Ilya missing depth again. What a disgrace.
I love those squats. They're what I feel like, if you're made for weightlifting, they're what your front squat should look like.
He's got that kind of dress style, like when he's not training. It's like he switches his dress style when he gets more serious about training.
Yeah.
This is like holiday Ilya, almost like board shorts.
This is like he's cosplaying as a kind of strong CrossFit dad.
Yeah. That's exactly what he is. Except, no, actually including the pointy nips from the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
No, including it.
Including. I was going to say except for, but it's actually including.
It's a Reebok CrossFit t-shirt. Board shorts that are too long but also don't fit right. And then he's not wearing socks because he forgot to bring socks to the gym.
That sums up the former and probably current trend of like CrossFit shorts, too long and don't fit right board shorts. I wish that would never happened.
Yeah.
Big fan of the 5-inch inseam kind of short shorts from like Gymshark and stuff myself.
Of course you are.
But you know, not everyone has the legs to show it off. So this is a morning session. It's like front squats, powder snatches. We didn't seem to do a lot of power snatches. Actually, he said in an interview I think his best was like 160 or something. He said maybe if he'd done more he might be better at snatching.
The lack of foot movement on his powers is diagnostic of Ilya.
Yes.
Very fast pull under.
I think this is just like something in the morning, some kind of snatching. Old school split straps. There's a good old car seat. Seatbelt straps. What a wonderful training hall.
I love the look of it. Who are the other people training in the hall, Griff? Are they other people from the Kazakh team? Or?
No, I think that's the Polish national team. Yeah, because that's Tomasz Zielinski.
Okay.
In the background there, I think, sitting down. So I don't think there are other Kazakh members. Although the other Kazakh team was training with him here while he was here, from what I remember.
Okay.
All of which are banned since.
Shock.
But we're not mad about that. And then the classic Ilya power clean with straps.
To try and navigate his way around that front rack tightening that might be happening around this time.
He has a front rack here though. His arms are teeny tiny.
Yeah, he won't in a few weeks.
Preemptively, you reckon?
Yeah.
Why do you think the training hall was built so high? Do you think it was not originally a training hall? Like, what was the reasoning for making such a gargantuan roof?
Because I think it's used for other sports, or they plan to use it for other sports.
That must have been it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not used for other sports.
Or else that hall might continue on and it's like twice that long.
There might actually be mats behind it.
Yeah. Because the stadium seating behind it means it's definitely planned to be used for something else.
Or was used for something else,
Yeah.
and then they were like, right,
Converted the floor.
should be class now. This is a big weightlifting hall. And do you know what it was class? It is class.
There's athletics hurdles in the background.
I'm actually almost sure there's some kind of judo mats at the other side of the gym.
Okay.
Like, almost certain. Clarence said no, actually. 140. Again.
Because there's no way there's that many people in the world would sit down and watch weightlifting that you'd need stadia seating that would slide out from the wall.
Actually, in 2011 when I was out in Disneyland, loads of people went and watched.
Yeah, because they were in Disneyland anyway.
Because we're back in Kazakhstan. We're still early enough in the prep, so like lighter weights, the highest number of reps we'll see fake pause snatches.
Yeah.
And some low hangs. Who'd have thought it? Ilya doing low hang snatches. So just 135 on some dense platforms.
Yeah.
You can see his technique is starting to come in a little bit. If we'd gone further back,
You can also see that twitchiness.
Yeah.
Is,
the Glen, like.
Yeah.
If we'd gone further back, you'd see not how bad his technique was got, but how not powerful he was.
Yeah, just how loose.
.135 again. Actually, all three of these lads in the background have tested positive. Rustam tested positive. That's Zuzlan tested positive. Vladim retroactively tested positive, I think.
The CrossFit gear has proliferated into Kazakhstan now, from Poland into Kazakhstan.
He's all out of it. I feel like this is back to serious Ilya now.
Yeah, I feel like he's giving your man his t-shirt.
Did we just see 5 reps there in the hang snatch?
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell. He was, if you look at those footage from him or those pictures from him in London, he is shredded.
Yeah. Protruding abs.
Yeah. Right, 1, 2, just 2.
Just 2.
Fucked from the last set.
Yeah. Don't bother doing 4 doubles.
Yeah.
Just do 5 and then 2.
1 set, 5 and 2. His knee control on the dip and drive the jerk is insane. How does he have that much extra rotation control?
Because he's the GOAT.
He's city boy. I assume because no one else was doing that many clean and jerks. Like, you're doing a lot of clean and jerks when you have to wear straps for clean and jerks to protect your fingies. That's how many clean and jerks he was doing. Oh, the power jerk's the thing of beauty. In an interview, actually, this really straight wrist position. Yeah. When he hurt his elbow in the 2008 Olympics, he was like, okay, I had to fix this position because I was too much flex back on my wrist, Yeah. And that's how he hurt his elbow in the snatch. While in the Olympics, obviously, still went to win, But he really consciously made an effort to get this straight wrist position in the overhead. It's funny, when he puts on like a normal t-shirt, he's like, he's got a really strange body shape or something. It's becoming Ilya body dysmorphia if you ever watches this and listening to us talk about him.
He's not called the fridge for nothing.
He's not called the fridge for nothing.
No.
Those shorts are very cocky.
I'd call those shorts, they have a high gusset.
He's got dense knees as well, like thick knees,
Yeah. And ankles.
Yeah, just thick all around. He's got that super short upper arm.
Yeah.
That's what you want for jerks and turning over the snatch. And racking cleans with a hook grip at 240.
Now that you look at his legs, they are very cankly, like.
Yeah, it's not even cankly. He's very neatly, like.
It's just very thick, like.
Like the knees.
It's like an elephant's leg.
Yeah, his knees are like an elephant's leg.
Yeah, it's really showing that high gusset.
Come, change my blade.
Go on.
He loves heavy snatch pulls as well, which is I wouldn't have thought they would have.
No.
Big old heavy snatch pulls.
The crazy thing is, in 4 weeks, these aren't going to be heavy at all.
No, these will be heavy double snatches.
Yeah.
Ever so juicy on the team.
The most Kazakhstan wife beater ever in the background there.
I missed it.
The baby blue and white.
I was looking at the elephant legs. And he didn't even do snatch pulls, he just snatched deadlifts.
Yeah.
Just kind of Lasha does his pulls like that as well.
I like pulls we don't like that shoulder staying over the bar.
Anton had me doing ones where it's all ankles, knees, hips, and then shoulder shrug but no arms in the snatch pull.
Okay.
So like specific to these are more, that was for a technical issue I was trying to fix, but this is more strength obviously.
Yeah. The touch and go.
It's interesting how they did snatch pulls way heavier than they're snatching at the moment, but no clean pulls heavier than they're cleaning at the moment. I'd like to know the reasoning for that, because I can't think of a great actually verified reason for that other than fatigue management. Because it's not like it's a speed thing, because these are super heavy.
Definitely not a speed thing, yeah.
So why would you not do clean pulls?
Maybe it's the position in the snatch is so much more difficult for him to maintain.
Yeah.
Particularly around the knee,
But even in their program you saw that. Remember with the Kazakhstan paper?
Go on, do a few more.
Jeez, that hairline is not light. I'm so happy for him to get a hair transplant. just cutting through that stigma.
Yeah.
There's his boy, the coach. Right, here's this another day. Still with the high reps, very light weights. Well, okay, very light for Ilya. People get mad at us sometimes they say that. But they are light weights for Ilya, 135. Ain't shit on Ilya's shoe at this point. Well, it won't be in a few weeks.
No, it'll literally be nothing for him.
What, in terms of health and safety here, let's say you're on Weightlifting Ireland and you're writing the health and safety for the club.
Yeah.
What's like screaming at you here at this now?
A number of obviously plates loose around the platform. There's a plate on the platform.
Yeah.
If you were doing your UKSCA exam, you'd be
Yes.
failed immediately. Then I'd look at the step off the platform.
The foot step off. The
Craziness.
yeah, the absolute like
That's
the gargantuan jump
yeah,
off the edge.
And look, if you're chasing a snatch forward and you step off, maybe
Yeah.
you deserve a broken ankle.
Maybe you do, you know.
Maybe you do.
Yeah.
The next thing then you'd have is distance between platforms is insufficient.
I don't mind the distance. I wouldn't be ragging on that.
Well, they're mandated distances, like.
My big one was the cliff. No, the cliff.
The cliff.
The cliff for me is the big one.
For me, is the cliff. Yeah, the cliff is definitely not ideal. That looks like a basketball hall or something.
Yeah, there's actually footage of him playing basketball in the same hall. I obviously didn't include that for obvious reasons. We don't want to make this an OnlyFans. So, heavy rack jerks. He loves doing these from the actual squat rack and and power clean them back up and stuff. I don't know what you never ever saw him do blocks. Even his heaviest rack jerk 250, done to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, was from the rack as well. Interesting. I do feel like jerks from the squat racks has more carryover to clean jerk, but block jerks are really, really useful as well.
Well, the massive advantage of block jerks is you can do so much volume.
Yeah, and you can basically fake a rep if you do it really fast. And then just go for it. Still though, 230 this early in the prep is mad.
Crazy.
Wonder if he ever jerked more than 250. Probably no point.
Definitely, I'd say.
They might not have needed to though.
Yeah, but
I love how happy he is when he's makes.
they're always having the crack, aren't they?
Well, he
looks like Ross Edgley there.
He's always having the crack. He's
Yeah.
he's the Kazakhstan Ross Edgley. More heavy snatch pulls again. Tuesdays are snatch pulls. So these are like 20 kilos above probably what he can snatch right now.
Just in case anyone's wondering, on that sign on the back right of the screen right now, it does have a man walking in a suit and it says emotion style.
Yeah, he's in touch with his emotions and it's really stylish. Back in
Yeah.
2014. Now it's all Andrew Tate and stuff, so you can't be in touch with your emotions anymore. Do you think Ilya is aware of the existence of Andrew Tate?
I hope not. I hope not.
I could see Ilya wearing a blazer and sitting on a hustler like entrepreneur podcast talking, smoking a cigar.
I hope Ilya would just laugh at him and like tap the little peanut head and be like, oh, ha, 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 you know?
Right, we're in the Astana presidential club here. I think this is back in Poland though, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is back.
The Astana Presidential Club has a great sauna, I'd say.
Jeez, wooden walls in a gym for me
Yeah.
tickles my fancy.
Yeah.
So big thing we saw throughout all the prep was heavy block snatches. He just loved block snatches, or snatch from plinths. Old school Alico plates.
I love the blocks as well, where the block is made with the grain. So you have vertical stacking of timber instead of horizontal stacking of timber.
Yes.
That means they're expecting heavy weights to come on these.
Well, why else would you make them?
Yeah. But you know, like, nobody makes blocks like that now.
Nobody makes blocks like that anymore.
Everyone just stacks 4x2s.
No. So resilient as well. So are we still on 135? Wrapping it. How many compression shorts and tank tops can one man own?
He hasn't reworn something yet.
Miso had a lot of outfits as well, if you remember.
Yeah. A lot of very well thought out and choreographed outfits as well.
Per training session.
Yeah.
Mad
Like
out.
matching gold and silver.
You know what's mad about Ilya?
Go on.
From no matter what angle you look at Ilya, his lifts look aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's from his symmetry, because he's a fridge, you know?
The frigidness.
All of him is so symmetrical, everything is pleasing to the eye.
See, I think the thing with the fridge is people oftentimes think you're looking at a front angle, that frontal plane, and you call him a fridge from there, which he is. But the fridge is also cubed, like.
Yeah.
So, like, he's fridged from front to back as well.
Yeah, like he's
Jeez, he's a horse.
he's not even full horse here yet either. So just doing lots of sets and reps here, loads of volume, like we're talking about in the Lose Ocean comeback video. Just lots of, you know, volume for Ilya.
What do we have on the bar here?
45. Those straps.
Cheers, all having the crack. Even though nobody else is smiling.
No, in fact,
He's always smiling.
he's the only one having the crack.
It's like someone at a Joe Rogan comedy show.
Just Joe.
Joe's pissing himself laughing on stage. Ilya's laughing his head off here and everyone else is like,
Well, he knows he's the golden boy.
yeah.
If only he knew 2 years, 2 years later, it come crashing down.
Maybe he'd be better prepared.
Spoken like a true sports psychologist. What's the difference, really? We're going for 155.
Massive difference.
There's no time for this. 155. Look, I die. Jesus, see those squat? That was a miss. Make. That was a missy make now.
And the man in the background is saying, has a t-shirt on that says, "I know you good."
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's Vladim. Are you sure? I know
I
you.
love you good.
No, there's more words there. You're missing a word.
We'd have to figure that one out.
Right.
If you're watching this and you think you can figure it out better.
160s, clean front squat jerk with the straps. Clean front squat, no push
Power
jerk.
The Heidi belt as well.
Well familiar you are with that. There's Dennis Olnoff. Dennis hasn't tested positive. If anyone watching wants to comment, or he's back lifting, if not.
He's a lovely lifter.
Yeah, a great lifter. Not to the same extent he was back in the presidential Astana club days. 160 front squat jerks. I wonder, I'd love to, from a sports mythologist point of view, Illy's obviously enjoying training here, you know, so it's very interesting to see how much he enjoys these weights, you know, what his thought process is here. Like, how does he feel about doing sets at 160, if not 140? I think that's 160 though.
Or is he just enjoying going to training with the lads and being there and doing the job?
Yeah.
Like, are the weights important to him?
Does he care? Like, or is he happy that 160 feels as good, even though he knows it won't be shit in a few weeks' time? Like, or like, is he impatient for the results? I feel like not, because he's done this so many times before.
But he can't be that impatient either when he did 230 from rack last week.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like all this was planned to a T. Like almost every
session.
Yeah, even though we saw a lot of misses, like I think the misses were irrelevant that we heard, like from the Greek program, Yukovu and stuff, that misses were just seen. And we've heard that from Romania as well. Gabriel used to talk with this, that like missing for athletes at this level wasn't the major issue, and in fact it was courage sometimes. They used to say to adapt it or whatever, but I still don't think it's a great idea, to be honest. Like, I bet you if you saw like the number of misses among the Russians and stuff, you know, probably wouldn't be the same. Some absolute tunes in the background. Sometimes he just loved letting it loose on the jerks, just like as many as he could. 5 here again. Fuck.
Jeez, he's definitely getting a bit more
juicy. He has a bit of that gusset again.
Yeah.
The fridgy gusset. Cheater belt. More heavy snatch pulls.
It's now dark outside.
Assume this is another session later in the day. So we can be sure of one thing: you do snatch pulls on Tuesday with the lads. Do you want the dilemma there of training multiple sessions a day?
How many times do you change your t-shirt?
Yeah, and a whole outfit, like socks, jocks, shorts. Like at what's appropriate, you know. You can't be doing that much washing unless you.
There's absolutely no way you're showering between every session. I'd say he'd have a pair of socks left on a radiator and maybe a t-shirt between the first and third session or something, or maybe first and second session, and then he refreshes with a change before the third.
When we get to Fridays in Kazakhstan, I'm gonna take note of that. How because he 3 sessions on Fridays, so like how often were the outfits different all day?
But also like how it's a massive amount of sessions per week, like.
Yeah. If you have a personal part, he's not doing his own washing.
No way.
If you watch that All or Nothing thing, you know, with Arsenal, like they don't even do their own washing and stuff like that. No. Like, so I have to imagine in the presidential club you don't do your own washing.
Presidential club Astana.
Yeah, like surely not. Not for Ilya.
There's a very legit powerlifting bench in the background as well. I didn't even know they made powerlifters out there.
In Kazakhstan?
Yeah.
I think this is still Poland.
Okay.
I think this place is Poland. We've got 150, 160 snatch pulls. It's been a little bit lighter than last week. This day, I'm not going to lie to you now.
Go on.
This day could have been a week or two beforehand, and it just got mixed up in order.
No.
Wait, hang on, we're on to 170 again.
No.
No, 180. 160? No, it's 160, yeah.
No, is there not a 10 between the 15 and the 20 there, no? It's just so hard to know.
It's impossible to know. Is it 180? Is it 160? I love how seriously he's taking these sets of snatch pulls.
Yeah.
Like he's winding himself up for this.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's so good, he takes it seriously. He doesn't half-ass these snatch pulls.
I feel like you're directing that at someone.
Everyone half-asses their snatch pulls.
Oh yeah, it's 180.
Jesus.
There he is.
Zero muscle tone, but like lots of muscle.
But it's improved a lot over the last 3 weeks even.
It's the quad mass.
Yeah.
Oh, back extensions. I don't remember this. Oh, very interesting. The most dangerous exercise to give yourself, voted number 1 exercise to give yourself concussion, is loading back extensions with a barbell.
I just prefer people to hold the plate up here, like hold it in tight, you know.
It's hard to load them up heavy like that, though.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, but most people don't need 80 kilos.
Right, we're back. We're in Greece now. We're traveling all over the world. We're just... What's that film with Leonardo DiCaprio where he's like being chased by Tom Hanks? You know, he's pretending to be a pilot, and he's like running all over the world, and like Tom Hanks is like chasing him down.
I don't know.
So if you imagine Ilya is Leonardo DiCaprio here and Tom Hanks is Wada, and I assume this is what's happening here. They're like, fuck, and they're just finding loads of like discarded bottles of Sinazolol around the ground in Poland and other random training halls, and they're like, Ilya Tuesday, Ilya Wednesday, and they're like, fuck, we nearly had him, you know, and they're collecting evidence but they can't get him.
They just see like one of those long knee wraps left on the platform. They're like, we just missed him.
And then he's literally just running out the door.
Yeah.
Waddling away.
Instead of high gusseted shorts.
The quad waddle away from the door. Alright, so at the 140 and these. So I think we've been a bit of a jump at the timeline. No time to jetter here today because of the heat, you know. 150. What a terrible way to load 150. There's a man who's no respect.
Disgusting.
A man who's no respect for snatching 150 of any kind.
He wouldn't give 150 to steam off his piss.
Off his high gusset shorts. Ah, yeah. That's what happens when you disrespect the 150. You miss it.
Straight to 170. Oh no.
Here we go.
Bit of a difference in speed there.
The thing...
He's annoyed at that.
Difference in blocks as well.
Yeah.
The thing with blocks is that you don't want to stand up at the top and hold it and then smash it down. So it does help to drop it a little bit early, but obviously it's
then there's a massive skill as well to dropping it early and putting it back on the blocks.
And knowing you've successfully made the lift.
Yeah.
Oh, these are crispy smooth.
Oh, just as we say it.
It's not the same blocks. That's what happens when you go against the grain. Stack a little MDMF or something. Right, we're back at 150.
MDMF?
MDMF? That's what that
Go
is.
on.
Oh, 165. Jeez, those collars look heavy. They're at least 15 kilos each.
No, they're disgustingly heavy. And they're different weight to everything else in the world.
Yeah, they're 6.7 kilos each. 2 reps. He's asking. Look how short his arms are.
Jeez, he is vigorously chalking those hands. It must be sweaty.
Joe, when you're cleaned up like that, it's just sweat, Ohio. 165. He wants to. Go on. That was a makey make.
Oh, there we go.
No fucking doubt about it.
No.
No doubt about it.
No.
Sorry for dropping the bar. Alright.
Here we go.
Front squat or push press?
Front squat. Oh.
I'd seen the clip. Yeah, I got you. No, it was a fail. Although Ilya probably called that a make.
As he dipped down and came back up, I was like, yeah, that's the right depth.
Hey.
There he is.
You want to see a big fracture?
His step back together is just so short.
Well, that's because his split's pretty short as well. Rossum in the background there is a big horse lifter as well. The wear and tear in your knees alone from just re-racking weights, no matter how good at you are, is just hurting. So obviously quite light jerks today. Do You know, we can all do it a bit more of just jerk only practice. We make that mistake, you know,
Yeah.
snatches, think about the clean, but we always keep the clean jerk together, you know.
I think high reps in the jerk as well can be so beneficial for people.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Heavy singles are not the way to go in jerks.
No.
You're trying to improve them. If you're trying to peak or something or whatever, but volume for the jerk is the number one way. Just like plyometrics.
Are we thinking second session here? Oh,
No, same
deadlifts.
session. And he's wearing the same outfit. And so is Rostam. Look at the size of Rostam in the background.
Yeah. A lot of interaction with the coach today.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to fix something.
That hasn't been there in previous videos.
The music choice leaves a lot to be desired on Tuesdays. But maybe it's calming music on Tuesdays. Maybe it's like some
Yeah.
non-sleep relaxation.
Regulation of that stimulation.
Like that coach's squat. What are you looking at here now in snatch pose that really matters that much for this? I want to know.
Obviously something. He keeps doing this with his back.
Yeah.
So maybe we're saying he's not.
Absolutely obnoxious loading of the barbell. I'd say he was painful to train with. I'd say if you were having a bad session and Illy's over breakdancing in the corner after like clean jerking 220 or something, you'd be so irritated.
He might have been good crack to train with, but I'd say painful to coach. Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's like, was that right? No idea. It looked like all the other ones.
What about this one?
What about if I just do this afterwards?
Well, the coach is standing so far away you can't see anything, sure.
Niet.
They're clearly trying to fix something here and I'd be very interested to see what it is. Nothing screams Eastern European like 3/4 length pants.
My God,
And I know he's
yeah.
from Kazakhstan, but they're
And
really,
Puma runners.
yeah. I mean, it's so interesting how seriously they're taking these snatch pulls. Very interesting.
As he just finishes off that last verse.
Yeah, coaching may actually probably worse.
Oh,
than
it'd be
playing.
painful.
If you were in a good mood and you're having a good session,
No,
I'd say
great crack.
It would be
Great
great.
crack.
It'd be a great session. But if you're having a bad session
Yeah.
and Ilya's just cleaned off his face, like just going to town on some on local Kazakhstan ballads, so he'd probably get annoyed. And he's obviously getting more of the special sauce, like
Way more than everyone.
190. $190.
The belly laughs like.
I don't know why, buddy. I wouldn't have thought his voice is so deep, you know. But it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
I would have thought he'd have a little higher pitch voice. All the best platforms really built into the ground, aren't they?
Yeah, they're custom.
I think we could arrange a training camp in this training hall.
If you would like to come to that training camp, please comment down below.
On a serious note, on an actual serious note.
I don't know if you realise, but how things work in Kazakhstan is that the more people ask for things and annoy us for things and comment for things, the faster they get done.
Yeah, well, like we had weightlifting 2.0 a little bit further down the list, but a lot of people have been asking about weightlifting 2.0.
And weightlifting 2.0 is now being
Super far up the
bumped
list.
up there.
It's climbing up faster. Nearly it's climbing up in the dosages as the sets go on.
Hey.
Hey.
Here we go.
Okay, so we're back in the actual training hall.
Oh.
But Wada knows where this training hall is. Like, what's going on? I'd love to know the true story of what happened. Like,
Yeah.
what did they really do to him? Like, wow. Why did they get him? Surely they could have protected him. Like, I just want to know.
Nobody's outside the little sweaty fingers of Thomas Sejan.
Because we were told the story, but that was after the fact.
Yeah.
So that doesn't affect him. And Thomas Ajan is just hold on in there, just with pure greed and malice. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I just love these snatches so much.
it's the angle.
It's everything about
Everything
it.
about
It's
it.
just how it should be.
This is weightlifting at its finest. He knows it too. Look at him.
Like, you can't buy that colour paint for your wall.
Toe beige.
It only exists in Eastern Europe.
Bottom of your foot beige. I was like, I'm class, I know. He's getting the dents here, isn't he? Supposedly Ilya trained at like 115 kilos overweight at his heaviest when he was a 105.
Jesus.
Still racking the bars out.
At what height?
4'8" or something. I don't know. I assume he's like 5'8" or 5'9" or something. I can't imagine he's too much more than that.
Oh my god. Just the speed on these is something else.
He's got some girth here now along the arms.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Just...
Yeah. I'd love to see him in real life, because this is making him look smaller than he probably actually is, you know, and he's obviously looking pretty big here. I feel like the power jerk was just something he wanted to do just for himself.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'd say he's just probably like, oh, I like doing it. The maximum squat jerks was odd.
Mental.
Like the 246 and stuff, 245.
That had to have been his, like...
Oh yeah, I'd say that was literally like...
There's not a coach in the world that think that was a good idea.
Just not even from a point of view of training productivity, it's just super dangerous.
Yeah.
245,
Yeah.
like. But if you can do it... Right, back to heavy snatch pulls on Tuesdays. Listen, if you want to snatch 203 from the floor, do your snatch pulls on Tuesday.
Apparently so.
And take them really fucking seriously.
This session is so much more serious than the Greek one. There's no dancing here.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Think you should shut the
It's
fuck
not even smiling, yeah.
You shut the fuck up when doing my snatch pulls.
Fucking Egypt.
You clown, get the fuck out of
Get
my...
the fuck out of here. I'm creating a legacy.
What a legacy to create as well.
Oh my god.
We're still watching it.
Yeah.
210.
Jesus.
210.
Jesus Christ.
Very interesting how heavy there.
Yeah.
You see Akbar Drive doing super heavy pulls as well. So 220.
Oh my god.
220.
Come on.
220. And like they wouldn't do a deadlift.
So fast.
But he wouldn't do a clean deadlift to 220 then, think it'd slow him down like.
No. He wouldn't do a deadlift to save his life.
And it's a triple now with 220 like.
Yeah, because he'll slow it down too much.
What the fuck? Here we go. If my max lift outfit
doesn't have a luminous collar.
if my max lift outfit recognition is staying true, I think this is a heavy session. 150.
Those blocks look like they're an extra in a Lord of the Rings film.
They actually do. Yeah, they look like a fucking...
They look like an elf has made those metal bands around the edge.
160. Jeez, he is not missing these reps.
No.
Tearing through the weights.
Jesus Christ.
So fast. Maybe he's not going heavy if he's doing multiple sets of 160. Ah, come here now, it was a miss.
Come on now.
Come on now. More sets of 160.
How many is too many, like?
Like Tuesday's a day where they do less sessions, but obviously a bit more volume. And then mad heavy snatch pulls.
On 70?
Yeah.
Then I want to play new too.
180. Right, it is a heavy session. Oh, everyone will agree that was a miss. Then the second one.
Wasn't though.
What poor fucker has to pick that barbell up
Yeah.
now and load it. Right, back to 180 again to convince it. There we go. That was a make.
Oh.
He's gonna go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
190. Fuck me. 190. Oh. That was dangerous. Actually, it's not dangerous. I can set up some commenting already.
Anyone who thinks that's not dangerous is an idiot.
190 again.
Come on.
Come on, Ilya. Oh. Come on. Think he's gonna make this? Yes.
Oh my god.
It's mad because when he makes a lift, it's just
Yeah.
so clean. So we're done. 160, so light, clean and jerks, power jerks. The disrespect he's putting on 160 now, I'd say, compared to a few months ago.
Is he rolling out from the floor?
Yeah.
Just can't get that.
Thumbsies or soresies. Straight to 180. 160 needs no respect.
Doesn't even put the clean in. Jesus.
Apparently he doesn't have access to his YouTube channel anymore.
No way.
Yeah, he said it somewhere. I think it was on his newer YouTube when he was trying to make his
Who?
comeback. Nobody, I'd say. He just has lost the passport and email, maybe.
Surely he can get that.
So in fact, we're doing a community service by making sure these are still on YouTube.
Yeah.
A double.
He's just trying to get them done, I'd say.
Literally, I'd say he's like, I'm gonna go home.
Geez, that snatch from block session must have been grueling, like. The day is enough.
Oh, high pulls. There's something I completely missed the first time around, or ever watching these, is how heavy the snatch pulls were, or didn't pay much attention to them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought they would have done that many snatch pulls. But they won't do clean deadlifts or back squats. But they'll do maximum front squats and the super heavy snatch pulls. I don't know the reasoning for that.
Bit of mental gymnastics.
I'd say the reasoning is mental gymnastics. 60, no, 170. Even managed to make snatch pulls look nice.
Yeah.
Which is
No, it's a feat.
a feat in itself.
Nah, these are very, very good.
Not as
You'd think they'd turn the lights on from like. No, it's getting a little dark.
I need to hear that melatonin going so he's got to sleep later. Freeze nap, sleep boo. He's got 4 more sessions today, like. Done.
We'll be back very soon with Wednesdays in Kazakhstan. And thanks very much for watching.
I thought there was heavier attempts where he was clarking stuff.
Surely it was that one from blocks.
Back on Wednesday. Yep. Back on Wednesdays.